Hi, and welcome back to the Freshly Centred YouTube channel. Today's workout is a postnatal workout. It is suitable for anybody in the 0 to 2 weeks stage, but also further down the line if you just want to review the basics and restore your foundations. Please get medical clearance before beginning a new workout. So let's begin on your mat with your feet hip distance apart and your pelvis rested in neutral. So rest it somewhere between these two extreme movements, so that you're level across the pelvis at the top and just your natural curve under your lower back. We're going to soften the rib cage down, widen the collarbones, and relax your arms by your sides. You're going to lengthen the back of your neck, and we'll start with some pelvic floor activation. So think of closing your back passage through the middle to your front passage, and you want to gently create this lift. Inhale to hold, and exhale to release. Let's repeat this a few more times. So let's close at the back, through the middle, to the front, hold, and exhale, release fully. We're going to add a ball or a cushion, whatever you've got lying around, in between your knees and gently squeeze here to increase this activation. When we think of this from the abdominal point of view, you want to imagine your hip bones at the front here gently drawing towards each other and inwards to get the abdominal muscle activation. And then we want to put it all together. So you're going to lift through your pelvic floor, draw inwards through the abdominals, and gently hold. We inhale on our hold, and we will exhale to release. If you want to practice these for longer, especially if this is your first time visiting this video, please press pause and follow the on-screen instructions here. Ideally, we would do this every day, and it's a great reminder of what we should be doing. So now that we've got our pelvic floor and abdominals active, let's begin our hundreds. We're going to pulse the arms up and down here. Let's inhale and exhale. Keep relaxed through the shoulders. Try and keep that squeeze on your ball or pillow and patting the arms up and down. This is to teach the endurance of our pelvic floor and core muscles while we pulse the hands up and down. Let's inhale and exhale. Good. Let's relax these arms back down to the floor here and bring them just above our heads. We're going to bring some overhead reaches now. So I want you to lightly float the arms over your head and back to the start, keeping that rib cage drawn down towards your hip bones, keeping the abdominals lightly drawn in. Let's make them into circles now, so widening as we come round to the start. We will exhale over and inhale back. Good. Let's exhale over and inhale back. Maintaining that lovely connection through the pelvic floor and abdominals, the rib cage drawing downwards. Light squeeze on the ball between the knees. Replace the hands to the floor. We're going to remove the ball now and get ready for one leg stretch to work the lower half. So make sure your centre is set, the hands are by your sides. We're going to slide one leg away from us and bring it back to the start. We're going to alternate the legs as we go, thinking about keeping the leg in a straight line from the knee, from the hip, keeping those core muscles gently engaged. Let's exhale as you lengthen away and inhale as you return. Good. Let's continue that pelvic floor abdominal connection and thinking about softening through your rib cage at the front. Focus on the outward breath and inward breath. We're now going to add in some arms with the legs. So let's do one more overhead arms here and return. We're going to do a leg stretch and back. Bring those arms back up above your head again and stretch over, watching those rib cages don't lift up high. Keep the arms here now as we come into the double leg stretch. So we're going to alternate the legs here. and then the arms, leg, and the other leg. And now we're going to try and put it all together. Stretching that leg away, and then the arms. Leg, keeping the leg in line with the hips. Really focus on your breathing here as well, because your pelvic floor and core work best when we breathe correctly. You get the most efficiency from the muscles. So we exhale on the stretching away, and we inhale on the return. Let's return those hands down to our sides, and we're going to take a mobility exercise now just to get moving. So place your ball or pillow back between the knees and bring the arms out to just below shoulder height. Lift your pelvic floor, engage your core, and we're going to gently rock the knees over to one side as far as you can comfortably go, and then returning back to the centre from the pelvis, the lower back, the rib cage. We're going to exhale down to the opposite side, turning your head the other way. Inhale to hold, and exhale, come back. Squeezing the ball, lifting your pelvic floor, engaging your core. Inhale, hold, and exhale back. This is really lovely to mobilise your upper and lower spines, as well as getting that muscle activation that we're looking for. We spend so much of our days twisting and turning that it's a really good exercise to add in. Inhale to hold, and exhale back. Keep relaxed through your top half, the shoulders low down from the ears. Breathing out, turn the neck as well. Okay, let's remove the ball here. We're going to come onto our side. You may want to double up your head cushion or use a slightly bigger pillow here and place it near the front of your face, so nearest the nose end, so that you've got room when we turn. You're going to stack the hips and lengthen this top hip away, so you've got a little space underneath here to ensure our core engagement. Stack the shoulders on top of each other and the arms, and engage your centre. We're going to do arm openings. So we're going to open this top arm round, reaching behind us, and then bringing it back to the start. We're going to exhale as we float the arm overhead. Inhale to hold, and exhale, come back. So you want to allow the rib cage to open to the ceiling, allow the chest, allow the shoulder, and then gently come back again. Small adjustment needed. Breathing out, reach over, inhale, hold that stretch open, and exhale back. This is a really good one to do when you spend so much of your day leaning forwards, picking up babies, bending forwards. It's really good for mobilising your upper spine and just opening out that chest. Okay, let's take ourselves up from here and come round onto your stomach. You're going to place your forehead onto the back of your hands and lie onto your front flat. We'll have the legs about hip distance apart. Draw the shoulders away from your ears and lengthen the back of your neck. You want to just rock your pelvis back and forth a few times here until it feels like it's in the neutral position. So neither tilted one way or the other. You're going to gently engage your abdominals underneath you to lift them away from your mat. And think about creating that lift through your pelvic floor as well. And then we're just going to take a few breaths in and breaths out and try and hold this pelvic floor and abdominal contraction in the neutral position when we've nothing else to think about here. So just go ahead, create that pelvic floor lift, that abdominal lift as well, and let's work at holding and letting go. We're going to raise one leg off the floor now, and then the other leg. So this is an exercise called swimming, and it's going to work our bottom muscles as well as maintaining this abdominal pelvic floor connection. So let's exhale as we lift, and inhale to lower. Think about initiating the movement from your big buttock muscles, which is the muscles that we want to work during this exercise. You want to keep your pelvis as still as possible and have no movement through the lower back or the upper body. Let's exhale as we lift and inhale lower. Just maintaining that muscle contractions. We're now going to place our forehead on a small cushion or a rolled up towel and bring your arms by your sides. This is breaststroke prep level 1 and it's great for our posture in the top half of our body. So lengthen the back of your neck, lift the shoulder blades and arms. Oh, small adjustment needed here. Let's try again. So we're going to lift through the arms, reaching for our toes and melt back down again. We're going to lift, stretch for those toes and lower. You want to think of drawing the shoulder blades in a diagonal down the back of your body. So let's breathe out, hold, and lower back down again. Let's exhale, inhale to hold, and lower back down again. Think about widening your collarbones underneath you, and think about stretching towards your feet. Still maintaining that abdominal pelvic floor muscle activation as always. Keeping your forehead rested on the ground here so that we really isolate those upper back muscles. Good job. Let's bring ourselves up into a shell stretch here just to loosen everything off. So walk your fingertips far away from you. Maybe just part the knees here so that you can get the chest a little bit lower. And take a really big exhale out. Melt down into your mat. And just let go of any tension resting through the neck and the shoulders or anywhere through the spine. Okay, we're going to take ourselves round to the other side now to do our arm openings this way around. So you want to just fold up your cushion once again and rest the arms on top of each other. Lengthen this top hip away so that you get the small gap under your waist. This just ensures that your core muscles are active and engage your muscles. Float the top arm over the top and then bring it back to the start. We want to open that shoulder, chest and rib cage round to the ceiling each time that we open. We're going to exhale as we open and inhale to hold and exhale return. Let the whole top half rotate round and come back. And just going as far as you feel comfortable. If anything doesn't feel right, don't push it too far. Breathing out, let it open. Let's inhale, hold, and back. Good, well done. We're going to take this round into another shell stretch again. See if you can sink just a little bit lower this time. Have a big exhale. Try and bring the armpits and chest as close to the mat as you can. Okay, we're going to come up onto all fours now. Have the shoulders just lightly above the wrists and the hips above the knees. We're going to curl the tailbone and chin under and then curl them the other way. This is a really nice exercise for just mobilizing the spine, loosening it all off, the top and lower halves, but also getting those core muscles to work for us at the same time. So I want you to think about lifting through the abdominals here, lifting through your pelvic floor, and then releasing it here. Lifting and holding, and releasing. We're now going to do an exercise called thread the needle, just for some further thoracic mobility. So thread this arm underneath, and then we're going to rotate it open to the ceiling. Thread as far forward as you can, and stretch open. One last time. And replace that hand down. We're going to switch to the other side. So just guiding this arm as far under as we can and opening to the ceiling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, well done. Let's come round now just to finish off with our mermaid stretch here. So we're just going to stretch this arm overhead as far as we can. lifting this rib cage up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Let's take the feet to the other side and let's repeat this again. Taking this arm as far over as you can, rib cage to the ceiling, and the same to the other side. And you are done. Thank you for practicing with me. Please feel free to repeat this video as many times as you need until these exercises become easy, and you can revisit at any stage. There will be more postnatal videos on my channel soon.